Hey, Les.
Hey, Bill. Good to see you.
Thank you. Thanks
Hey,
for putting this on.
yeah, what's on the docket today? What do we got going?
Well, I wanted to tell everybody about some of the latest things that are going on with Cogno Movement, how people are utilizing it. There's new ways that we just hadn't even thought of before, and there's been a speeding up of of the process. So I'm going to start with some of the things that we found are yoga practitioners, the teachers, for customers that can't hold a pose. They literally do this process with Cogno Movement, and within 1 or 2 minutes, all of a sudden the people can do the poses. Now that's amazing because some of these things are so difficult, even for the teacher. We've had teachers that are like, oh my gosh, I can do the pose and I couldn't do it before. So that's really exciting. That's the first thing. Swimming, we had an incredible one with one of the practitioners that sped up their grandson's swimming. So to the point where he's gone from the 12-year-old group to the 14-year-old group, and he's still 12, and he's leading the pack. It's incredible. Everybody's taking note. Obviously, your husband, he went through many levels in world's record time. Nobody's ever done it in the history of mankind before for his competition. And you took him from being a B player to a master in just a few months, where people never even reach it in a lifetime.
It's so
So
true. What's happening in athletic performance with Cogno Movement is huge. Amazing. Like every day we hear something new. The kid with the swimming is fantastic. I'm sure his coach is thrilled. But that's some of the things that people are going to learn when they
at
take
the
the practitioner's class, right?
correct. Well, so we have two upcoming. We have like 4 seminars upcoming. So I'll tell you about them. I'll kind of describe the 4 different ones that are upcoming. They have different purposes,
Right.
but the I wanted to tell people about some of the other things that have happened. One of the things was very strange. I had a recent customer who came to me, and this customer was married, multiple children, a wife, everybody. And, as these things in life happen, he runs into a woman, and he has, she's married too, and he finds himself falling in love with her. And he's like, I can't help how I feel. And it's like, and his heart's on fire and all this stuff. And he's like, can you help me? And I was like, I don't know. I've never done that before. Heck, I have no idea what the outcome of this could be. But I'll certainly try. We'll see what happens. So I had him focus how he feels about this woman. He said it was a level 10. He can't, obviously, people, they get on fire, right? And
Yeah.
so I said, just feel it. Just feel how you feel. And we did the new process. And by the way, the process is down from 15 minutes down to 3 to 5 minutes. Anyway, I worked with him and I did the process. I just kept him focused on this woman and how he felt. And it went from a 10, and then it went to an 8. He says, I feel like it's calming down. And he went down at 8, and then a 4, and a 2, and a 1, and boom, it was gone. And he was like, I feel free. He felt like this release inside of him and a shooting up of the energy through him. And he said, I don't feel it anymore. And he says, I can be around her. I'm totally fine. I can totally be around her now, and it's going to be okay. He felt he didn't have it anymore. Anyway, there's something blocked in there. I don't even know what to say, but I do know that it appears that he obviously he didn't want to get divorced, and he didn't even want this situation, but he found himself in the mix. And anyway, I feel great about it because we saved a situation, a big situation. That's children and everything, for this guy.
I mean, that is incredible. Absolutely incredible that Cognitive Movement has the power to help somebody in that way and in such a short time. So do you think that that also holds true the same for like maybe a person has a shopping addiction, or maybe well, we know it works for other kinds of cravings, but could it work for things like that for maybe you know, you really want to buy a purse but you know you shouldn't, but you might be driven? I mean, could it work like that too, do you think?
Well, we've seen that repeatedly,
Yeah.
repeatedly, and I guess I should have figured it would work, but I never done it, right? So who knows? Like, well, we've done everything from Coca-Cola, Chick-fil-A, chocolate chip cookies. People get tied up in an emotional thing for that product or something they're just gonna stick in their mouth or whatever, you know, and we noticed the exact same thing. They was stuck somewhere in their body, and they actually the the mind has a process, but the body also has its own history and its own feeling, and we are able to release it.
And
So
that infatuation sounds like it really was in the body.
it was. I mean,
Not
he
necessarily, he
physically.
didn't
It,
want it, but he had it
it,
here, you know? So,
yeah, so it was looping. It was looping in
yeah.
his head and then in his body, and it looped. It got stuck, and anyway, away he went. But anyway, I'm particularly happy about that for all parties concerned,
Yeah.
right? But there's been so many more types of things happen that our practitioners are out there helping people with. I promised that I would tell you about the upcomings. So the upcomings are in Massachusetts on November 15th, 16th, and 17th. 3 day. It's a massive deal where not only do you learn about this, you process your own stuff in the process, right? Because there's only one way to learn, and that's do.
Yeah.
So when you do, then you really understand. So we take you through. We have you generate a list of all your emotional issues in scale 1 to 10, all of your physical issues scale 1 to 10, and lastly, we have everything you desire. What do you want to create in your life? And scale those 1 to 10. And so by the time you get done with the seminar, we really have processed all that stuff. And because of that, the changes are just phenomenal. We have people leaving the seminar saying, listen, uh, weeks later, they say, I just don't know what happened. I'm not the same person anymore, because they literally don't feel the same. It's not like they're fighting it or saying, hey, I'm stronger than that. It's they don't feel it. So this is the beauty of the seminar on the big one. And I'm calling Massachusetts the big one because it's 3 days. It also includes what I call the secrets of the masters, which are many of the tips and trips and techniques to release stuff that's almost instantaneous. And these are things that I've learned over a long period of time, and had the good fortune to run into a number of masters. So I share these techniques. A lot of you have already seen my videos, you know me, so I won't go into all the details of those. You've seen some of the other videos where I've actually shown you some of the techniques. You might want to watch the video on Enlightened Talks. There's one right on Facebook there, or I've emailed it out to everybody, and it shows some of the secrets of the masters. It's some people that I actually did them for, and you can learn those for free right there on that. The other seminars that I have upcoming there's one in Glendora where it's just only 2 days, but it's significant. Again, you're going to get the full release where you process everything, and you get your cognitive movement practitioner certification, so you can go out and help people. And then we have 2 more seminars. This weekend, there's one here in San Diego, right here where you see me in the house. We're over on the water, and it's a very intimate event. This one is what I call Cogno Consciousness, and that is where we go through the David Hawkins scale of consciousness: shame, guilt, humiliation, grief, and going right up on through forgiveness into love and joy and bliss. And we process the things that keep you from the lifetime of stuff that's keeping you from these higher levels. And in this, this is a very intense 2 days. This weekend we have one here in San Diego, Mission Bay. Another one that we have is Fort Wayne, Indiana on December 7th and 8th. It's a two-day deal there. There's links. Obviously, Liz will get you all the links on that. I hope to see you at one of the seminars, and we're really, things have really progressed.
Yeah, I mean, all of these things that are coming up are, I can say, life-changing. I've been to them. They're incredible. Not only do you get your practitioner certificate, but like you said, I mean, people tick off a lifetime full of issues and emerge a different person. So it would be amazing for everybody to show up and have that opportunity. So cognomovement.com /upcoming events. We'll make sure that you get that. That's where you can sign up. Some of them are limited, the limited space. So if you want to come, sign up as soon as possible. So thanks so much, Bill.
Sure. Last thing. Listen, if you're somewhere in the world and you say, you know what? I have a whole group and I would like to have a seminar in my town because that would be so much better for me, and you have enough people, contact us, billmckennaevents@gmail.com. I've got time right now during the weekdays through the end of the year to do a seminar anywhere in the world. So contact me, and we'll go knock it out in your neighborhood. And I'm very interested in progressing this.
Awesome. That sounds great. See everybody soon, and get your tickets right away.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bill.
Bye.
Bye.